In general, there are four types of function graphs. The types of graph depends on the highest power of the variable x. X to the power of 1 is linear function graph. X to the power 2 is a quadratic, x power 3 is cubic, and x to the power of -1 or -2 is reciprocal graph. Now let's look at this graph one by one. To know how the graph look like, you can sketch out the graph first before plotting it into your graph paper. Sketch meaning that you just want to know the shape. You can sketch it on a draft paper. Let's say the x values is between -2 to 2. First, you need to calculate the corresponding y values. And then you plot all the points. Now you can see that it's a straight line. So you should use a ruler to draw a straight line connecting all the points. For linear function graph, the highest power of variable x is 1. It is a straight line graph. How a quadratic function graph looks like. You can follow the same steps that I mentioned just now to sketch out the graph. First, you calculate the corresponding y values and you plot all the points on the graph. Now you can see that it's a curve. Then you should draw a smooth curve by freehand or flexible ruler. Which is better? It depends on your preference, and you should try both methods to see which is more suitable for you. This is the flexible ruler that I mentioned. For quadratic function graph, the highest power of x is 2. And this shape is called parabola. If there is a negative sign in front of x2, x squared, the shape is n. For positive signs in front of the x squared, the shape is u. Same goes for cubic function graph. First, you calculate the corresponding y values. Next, you plot all the points. And you can see that is a curve. So you draw a smooth curve to connect all the points. For cubic function graph, the highest power of x is 3. The curve is a S shape. Given a function y equals to 24 per x, you can write it as 24x to the power of -1, where x cannot be equals to 0, because when x equals to 0, it is undefined. So the x values on the table shouldn't have 0. Then you calculate the corresponding y values. And next, plot all the points. And now you can see there are two curves. You draw the smooth curves by freehand or flexible ruler. For reciprocal function graph, the power of x is -1 or -2. And this shape is called hyperbola, where two curves are mirror images of each other. For x to the power of -1, the shape can be like this way or like this. For x to the power of -2, the shape can be like this or like this.